First of all, apologies for the messages, because they made me out to be a liar, and that's not something I am, as you'll see in a moment. So in a way it's good news. Anyway, that's we'll get on and show you what's happened, which is not all bad news. Just seems to be this project has got I don't know, mind of its own. It's been difficult from the start. Anyway, we're getting there. Right, so we'll show you what's been going on. Right, with everybody wanting to see it run, I thought, well, I better see it won't, and it didn't. However, we've oh, that fell out, didn't it? That stopped in. This is so tight it actually stopped in without the pin in it. Of all things. Anyway, using my car tyre as a reservoir so it won't last long, I thought I'd just try it and see, because it nearly went. I put some more pressure in, and it actually turned around a few times, so everyone wants to see it run. And I've got to quick so it runs out of there. There they are. Running, see? Maybe it just got loosened up a bit. So I guess I do have a bit of a clue after all, eh? Right, that'll do. That's near enough, isn't it? Right, I'm going to get on and clear this lot up, and we'll finish it off. So everyone wanted to see it run, and you have done. So I haven't done anything different to yesterday. The only thing is, it was probably just a bit too tight to run. That's the problem. It was just, as you see, it just runs. It runs nice and steady, which is what I want. Yeah, so that's not bad for more or less the first time, that is. But it's not going to last very long, so. And also, by the way, I just glued those in with a bit of super glue. It'll come out if you warm it. So I'm going to have to make a little steel manifold to go on there, aren't I? Anyway, that's that. Look, we've got I've got my lights around so you can see. I've got a battery on the charger and a little tiny air compressor, and I've got to keep blowing the tyre up as a reservoir. Anyway, it's a good test, isn't it? Right, we'll get on and make the base. We'll get on and make the base. I'm keeping it very simple, just basically an oblong of this ply, just sanded up and oiled, etc. So what I'll do, I'll just leave it on. I might have to cut some of the sewing out. We'll see how long it takes, and if I can manage to see. I don't know if I need my glasses on or not. Anyway, I'll probably cut some of the sewing out, but most of it shouldn't take very long at all, actually. We'll see. I know I've got my bench, but this stool's about the right height. Now I've got my square, I did mark it square, so it's going to have to do. Get your knees. Right, just got to sand it up now. A lot nicer side, so we'll use that for the top. I'm not chamfering it, I'm just right. I think that'll look alright, won't it? So I'll just put it on in its place now. Just mark the holes on here where the screws stick through underneath. And I've got another one to put in there yet, which I haven't done because I haven't cut one off. So I'll just get on and do that, and I'll put it in place and drill those, and we'll get some screws to put in ready, and then I'll just finish this base off, and then we'll have it screwed on. Now I've got the base done, and it's come alright. Just had its first wax polish, probably the last one as well. Linseed oil didn't wax polish, so that's come nice. I decided to paint the base, add some silver. Now usually when you paint silver, it's nasty stuff to do, yet black normally works alright. Well, I don't know why, but this latest tin of black I have has not really done the business. It'll be good enough. I'll just show you well, that piece for instance, about there. If you can see, it's alright, but it didn't really work. It seemed a bit thin, and I shook the cam properly, did it all. Anyway, what it is, I had to take it to pieces to do the base, so I thought, well, I would better finish it. So it's about dry now, this is. So there we are. You see, that's the inside. You know, I'm not skimped, so it won't look too bad, will it? I don't think it'll look too bad when we rebuild it. The only thing is, will it go? You know. What else have I tell you? Oh yes, something here we are. Something else to tell you. Now, let me just drop that down a bit just to show you. Now you know I had to, when you're tapping small threads, you know when you're tapping small threads they don't go square. Well, I tried to come up with an idea just to see if it would work, and it actually has. And that's on the head, which I can't take off at the moment because it's, as you can see, it's been painted. And I can show you it though. I've got it on a bit of card so I can show you it. It's not perfect by a long way, but I'm trying to get a bit of light on it without dazzling everything. You know, it's not that bad. Anyway, the threads in the head, this is what I'm trying to explain. What I did, I took it off, and using those two screws, I screwed it on there with those two screws down, then I drilled the hole, then I put the tap in the drill and tapped through, and it's come reasonably square. Now I could probably do a small nut like that sometime, you know, the one that didn't work very well, that was wonky. So that's not too bad. Also, this piece, that too has actually come fairly good. You know, that wasn't too bad. So when you see it next, it'll, you know, it's all got to be finished. That's the thing. But, well, as near as it can. Whether it'll ever run again, we don't know. But so we've more or less got it completed. I decided, now as I said, I may or may not, because it works, I may or may not decide to do the spool valve. And because it's fairly good, it's not, there's still marks on it, but because it's fairly good, and I glued the pipes in. As I said, I don't like gluing them in, but all you got to do is heat them up with super glue and it'll come out again. So I might just sand that to get those marks out, because it's, the rest of it is actually quite good. So we could leave that aluminium, couldn't we? You know, the rest of it, as I say, has actually come quite good. There's a few little marks to get off, but that's simply a little bit of time on the belt sander on both sides, you know, and I think that that'll be good enough for that. Obviously, when I get the boiler made, this pipe will have to be altered, but that one actually looked the part, as I think you might agree when you've seen it on the thing. So, you know, a little bit of polishing and one thing and another, and we're sort of getting there, aren't we? So what do you think? You know, I must admit, I don't know what to think about this job. It seems to have been difficult from the start. You know, made a fool of me, time or two. So I don't know. The flower wheel runs around so slow it doesn't want rebalancing. It's plenty near enough. So I've just got to polish these few bits up. You know, the connecting rods. And the flower wheel itself, well, I think it'll have to go as it is, because, you know, to get it to run up the truck, take it all to pieces and start again, which I might do someday. I just might. But for now, because it took so long to make all these little tiny pieces and to get it true, because it's within 3 or 4 thou on this side. I mean, you know, that's only 2 hairs breadth, isn't it? I mean, you're not going to get much closer than that. Not doing it by hand. So there we are. As I say, we're not quite finished yet. So in a day or two, we may. The thing is, it's coming a bit supposed to be going a bit wintry. We're supposed to be getting winter, so I've really got to get on and get that boiler made, haven't we? And then we'll have to see if we can ever get it to run again. That's the thing. I mean, it's such a... It seems to, as I said, it seems to have a mind of its own. However, there's some success. I'll just show you this piece again, because that piece, that has come as I would like. That piece has come quite good, right? But the barrel, for instance, has, oh, it leaves a bit to be desired, doesn't it? All those screws in the top, I've got plenty more, so I'll use new ones and polish the heads so we can make that look tidier. And I think that's about it. So what do you think? Any good or not? Thanks for your comments, by the way. And once again, apologise for, you know, the messages and misleading people. It was certainly unintentional because, you know, I came up last night and tried it and it didn't work. And I came up today, did exactly the same thing and it did work. I mean, what are you to do? Alright. Anyway, thanks a lot. Hopefully we can show you making this little boiler, which is a very simple thing to do. And then you might be able to get steam coming out of it. We'll see. Alright, cheers.